Alright guys, so right now we're gonna go ahead and start working on that flush system for the BMW that's out there. Now currently the way that the car is set up is the extruding that called the P0128. So with P0128 it's gonna be due to a faulty thermostat sensor in most cases. Now over here I'm going to go ahead and lift this baby up, get this thing open. Okay, this is the work we did last time. Now if you go over here, you're gonna notice that there's this orange stuff. Okay, this right here is pretty much a radiator sealer. Okay, meaning that at some point there was a leak and they try to seal the radiator with this stuff. This is really bad, especially with BMW. It clogs up the lines and it clogs up the thermostat sensor and the thermostat, which is all right here. Okay, so in this case, if you look inside, there's actually no water. There's actually nothing in there. So whatever is actually in the system right now is currently what's on the radiator. So this is definitely very dry and not good. What we're gonna go ahead and try to do is use the distilled water to flush as much of this orange stuff out of the system to try to clear out on your thermostat. Now we're actually going to one of my little favorite areas, and it's right here. So wow, this is fire. This is the new ones. All the silver ones are the new setup. So these are the ones I want to pick up. They're only 94 cents. If you guys really want to send me some and add to my collection, by all means, I won't get jealous. I won't be upset if I get the same one again. But I think this stuff. Oh shoot, they got a Honda S2000. Ready guys? Like I said, they're only 94 cents. You can't go wrong with 94 cents. And that's a pretty cool collection that you can start building up on your wall. Here. Oops. Yeah, nope. It wasn't me, guys. What? What's going on? What? Yes. So you're coming with me. Get out of here. You could put the GoPro. What the heck? They decided to create a car so you can put your GoPro? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh yes. Oh yes. Absolutely. Alright guys, so I already added some water in here. I'm waiting this thing to kind of get warmed up so it can circulate more. And then over here at the bottom, this side, is where we have the drain plug. Okay? So the drain plug is right here. So that's where you're gonna go ahead and drain it from in the Bmw E46. Alright guys, so as you can see, it's coming to come apart and all that stuff needs to be flushed down. So go underneath, right here where it's leaking, it's pretty much where the drain plug is at. Like that, you see it? Water is freaking hot. It's really hot and it's splashing. So splashing all over your face, so be very careful. Always wear eye protective gear. Wear gloves in this case. No, actually do not wear gloves. I'll take that back. As if your glove gets really wet and it's super hot, it's gonna burn you like hell. So just be careful. Just be careful when doing this. Perfect. And it's dry. So now we're gonna go ahead and close the bottom. To remove all the air from the system. That's what this one does. The one at the bottom, okay, the one over here, It's only used to flush out all the water that's on the radiator. Right here, you're gonna have water coming out. Alright, so pretty much just exactly what I was telling you guys. Water will be coming out from there.
Day 2.
Let's remove all the plastic pieces. Disconnect all the lines, disconnect everything, disconnect the fan, get access all the way, okay, to actually get to the radiator, which is, so we're gonna be removing a bunch of goodies. It's gonna be great. So what is a quick disconnect? I'm gonna teach you guys what a quick disconnect is. So pretty much what's happening is that you just take this, the hose as well. Same thing here. Take a flathead, pop this little quick disconnect tab all the way up. Alright guys, so far we have removed the air box. We have removed the air scoop that goes into the air box so that way the air box can breathe. And your mass airflow sensor, which reads how much oxygen is going into the car. Now we already have removed the fan. Now this fan, it was very easy to remove because there was already work done to it. So certain things were actually missing and they were just being zip tied over here and over here. Now when you actually remove this, there's gonna be this black plastic tab, so you have to pull the little lever inside to actually remove it. And that'll be the way that you remove this from here and the ones at the bottom. Okay, but since the bottom weren't there, well, they will just pull the fan and remove the zip ties that were holding this. Okay, so just keep in mind that yours might be different. Okay, it might have zip ties or it might not. So let's go back to the car. Alright guys, so also when you get a chance, we're removing this component. Okay, if you get a chance to go ahead and clean this stuff, like areas like this or areas like that, this is perfect time to go ahead and do such thing because you actually have the opening space to clean and get that done and make sure that you're not driving around your car with build up, you know, just build up on stuff. So that's definitely my best advice for you guys. And also next time you actually be working in an area nearby, you won't be trying to touch a hose like this. Let's see if you see this hose. But this hose, look at that. So always try to keep your motor bay clean. That way you have a cleaner way of doing things. Here as you can see, this is where the airbag was at, covering all sorts of dirt. Okay, now that it's off, we're going to actually be able to see a little more better. Over here underneath that hose we have another clamp. Take a look so you can see it. Alright guys, so just finished removing this one. As you can see, there's still some of that stuff, those flakes on there. Inspect your hose, and if you can see, there's like some sort of glue that was added on there. Okay, so always inspect that. When I'll put this back on, I'm gonna go ahead and see what is going on. Maybe this is not closing properly, and that's why they put that stuff on there. Okay, if that's the case, just go ahead and get this replaced. Next, we are going to go ahead and do, so we already have removed this one. We're gonna go ahead and remove the last one, which is the bottom one, the bottom hose. So if you go back underneath the car, you'll see this hose right here. Alright, so this hose will need to be removed, and be very careful when unplugging the sensor, okay?
Day 3.
Alright guys, so pretty much it's day 3. We actually finally just went ahead and got all new parts. The radiator is pretty brand new. We actually ended up buying a bleeder because the bleeder broke when bleeding the system out. So we got that done. Then we went ahead and actually bought the reservoir recently. Before we actually tried the reservoir, we actually changed the shroud because the shroud was warped and it was a mess, and there was no O-rings. We also bought O-rings for that. So we actually bought new shroud, new reservoir, new O-rings, and so far it's holding up pretty good. So this is so far all the liquids that we have put on here, but nothing is leaking. So far everything's going pretty good. I think I spoke too soon. As now, let's see if you notice, there's a leak, right? See that? It's from here. It's from here. So this leak is coming from there. So if there's not one thing, it's another. That's for sure. What is going on, guys? So this baby is finally done. Yeah, it kind of made a mess, but it's okay. I'll fix that. But yeah, no more leaking. No more leaking right now. So I'm happy that I already have to start working on the actual trim. See? So take a look at that. Faded, of course. Everything's pretty good over here. So in the meantime, what we're gonna go ahead and do is fix this next. Now the rest of the car is pretty much almost done. Like I said, the trim has been replaced. All we need is the headlight restoration. Try to remove as much oxidation as possible from here, and the bumper area, of course. So I don't know if I'm gonna be working on this, to be honest. I definitely just want to make the car a little bit better. Same thing over here. So you can see, you can kind of see how it's cracked out. Let's see. Yeah, you see? So all sunburnt. Trying to restore it as much as possible. But yes, at least we are 90% done. So the car is pretty much done as far as the cooling system is concerned. We have replaced your reservoir, the upper hose, and the shroud. Okay. Previous mechanic have replaced the radiator, reused the old shroud in which he forgot to put the O-ring, so there was a leak at the bottom. In addition to that, he actually put some JB weld at the bottom of the reservoir so it could stop the leak, in addition to putting reservoir stop leak or radiator stop leak, and that was actually ruining the system itself, including the sensors. So after replacing the shroud and putting everything back, the reservoir started to leak. So then I replaced the reservoir, and then the upper hose decided to leak. Of course, all of them have been sealed with JB weld to avoid any type of leakage. So I just go ahead and replace everything brand new. And now he's gonna put everything back, which is your air filter, and then the scoop where air gets sucked in from here and goes in that direction. All right, guys, so right here we have the old reservoir. Okay, this reservoir, as you can see, this right here lost tension. I could just move it very easy. I try to fix it as much as possible, but let's just not go ahead and go crazy, as it's just not a good reservoir. Two, this is the upper hose that we replaced. We actually bought a bleeder at the dealership, and it was like $15 or $17.28 after tax, to be honest with you. And we're not even gonna need it because we actually bought a new hose in which that piece comes. So we're gonna go ahead and save $15.97 or $17.90 something on the dealership. So you can see it has JB weld. Okay, this was done by the previous mechanic to try to avoid any leakage from happening. Of course, these clips, they're notorious for not to hold pressure and they get warped. So this piece was added. Next, this one. Okay, this is your shroud. Now this shroud here is missing. Where are we? Right here. It was missing the piece right here where it goes. Protects this and make sure that this is sealed correctly as the other piece goes inside here. So we got this replaced, and now the car is 10 times much better, and it's finally done. as far as the radiator goes.
Oh my god!
Alright guys, hopefully you guys liked the video. You know, I do appreciate for you guys' time, as I only get to work on cars on my weekends, so this is the only time I actually get to edit and do all the good stuff. Well, stay tuned. Peace.